Hello, my name is Mandarious McGriff. I'm the host of Faith and Fun podcast, but that's not why we're here today. We're here to have healing conversations. I'm here with the Wilsons, Kamaron Nicole, and Mr. Dario
Hi.
Wilson.
Hello,
How y'all
hello.
feeling?
I feel good.
Good, man. Blessed. Happy to be here, man.
That's good. That's good. So we're gonna jump right into the nitty gritty.
Let's get to it.
I'm gonna ask questions for the both of y'all, and then I'm gonna ask questions separately.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So this is where we're gonna start. What was the turning point that made you both consider rekindling your love?
So,
Oh, whoa, we jump right on in there, huh? Jump right on.
I mean, they wait.
no,
Start with how y'all met or something. You know,
I mean, you can
just
tell us how you met.
well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. I was at a program one day, and this nice, fine young lady walked up on me after the program and asked to buy a CD. But when I looked down and seen that she already had one in her hand, I knew what was going on. And that's how we got here today, man. So pretty much she stalked me for a while, and now we made it work, man. But I love her to death. And,
I used to see you looking at me. Quit playing.
No, we did meet at church, and you did have that CD in your hand when we met, trying to buy one from me. And I said, you already had
No,
one.
I had lost the CD, and you remembered I had already bought the CD, and you tried to. So you was watching me. I didn't have no CD in
Yeah,
my
we
hand.
happy to be here. What's the next question?
I want to know what the CD. What was the name of the CD?
It was a One Faith CD.
Okay.
And we was at
had
y'all
just finished
church.
singing.
Really?
Yep, we had just finished singing, and she walked up and said, "Do you have any more CDs?" And I was like, "You got one in your hand."
No, you said you bought one last time.
Well, you came to buy. You didn't come to buy nothing that second time.
I did.
You had another mission on your hands.
Well, yeah, I think you bought what you wanted. You got.
I got it. What I came for, I did. But rekindling our love. So let's just say we've been together a total of 13 years, and we've been married 9. We did go through a season of we separated for about a year or two on and off. Um, and for me, when my mom passed, it was so crazy because we had went, y'all. So this is what the world don't know about me, that I'm a tad bit crazy a little bit. So a little spoiled mixed with the trauma from my childhood. He had something on his hands. So, honey, first I want to just say it was by the grace of God that you stayed. Because I used to tell him, even in my craziness, I wouldn't deal with me. He used to be like, well, what that mean? I don't know what that mean, but I couldn't deal with that. But, God ordained who he ordained to deal with it. But I knew that I just knew like it was nothing that compared to what he gave me, like how he catered to me, how he loved me. He's patient. He has me spoiled. When I'm around my husband, I can't do nothing. I can't open I can't open a piece of gum. I can't tie my shoes. Like I'm real handicapped when my husband is around. But and just I recognize also like after my mom passed, like I was becoming a new person. And I knew that if anybody deserved to experience this new person that I'm becoming, it was him. He held me down like through every season of my life. He held me down taking care of my mom, raising my sister. He helped raise my oldest daughter who's not his child. He
Yes, she is.
I mean, she's your child, but you know what I mean, birth. But that's his daughter. He literally walked with me through building my foundation of my career. And I can honestly say if I didn't have him in the backgrounds and holding me down, I don't know where I would be right now. So just becoming a new person, I just felt like regardless of what we've been through, I played a major role in what we had been through. But I just knew he deserved to experience this new version of me. What made you say you're going to take me back?
I think for me the key point was Mama's passing as well. That was that was my baby, and I made a promise to her to take care of her baby. in her passing. That actually was what I said to her at the funeral when I kissed her. I said, I got your baby. So that was that thing. And losing mama and losing like a love like that, not having control and God being in control, I wasn't gonna go forward and with her, who I know I love truly, and not do anything about it, because I just watched mama and we couldn't do nothing. We couldn't help her. Like, there's nothing we could do with all the love. We couldn't keep her. So moving forward, I wasn't gonna have her in front of me any longer and not make those moves or steps to just get it back, make it, never been out of love. I don't think we ever have. We started going together after the first date, so I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's my Kamaron, and life just didn't move the same when it wasn't. Just
What he said, life did not move the same without my cardio, and literally we built our relationship on a friendship. So like the bond, like forget the relationship, the marriage, the bond that we built, like it was not like no other. Like he loved God, and he loved God, and he'll tell you, like tell them what you told him at church when you had to preach. Like how did you know it was your wife?
That's the first thing she did. I think I was going through and just talking to her. We was just newly dating, so I was just talking to her about life and things, and it wasn't quite going the way I wanted it to. And her response was a Bible verse. So for me, that did it. Now, number one, I had sort of strayed away from church for a while. I was born and raised, everybody know that, but my later teenage years got to feeling myself, and I strayed away. So it wasn't until dealing with her that it was like out of all the girls, like that was, it just did it for me. It brought me back to God. It brought me back to acknowledging him in situations, like, because I realized then that I wasn't even seeking him anymore. Like, that's how long I had been gone away. And for somebody like me, like, that just wasn't. So, yeah, she brought me back to God, really, to be honest.
And I didn't know that I was bringing him back to God, like, in a spiritual state, because I met him, he was singing for the Lord, but when he sung, I'm not the one, oh my God, he can sing, oh, like I've been in church, y'all, true story, I've been in church in programs, we be out of town, and my husband get to sing. It be women behind me in the church. Oh, I throw my panties up there. Oh, yeah, God. I done had girls, because his mom used to always introduce everybody that came to support them as her children. So we all standing up. I done had women after, like, a program ask me to put them on to my brother. And I'd be like, hold on. Cario, she wants you. He be like, go ahead on, ma'am. I'm good. But I say that it was a joke. But
I remember that. I remember Mama stood you up at the program and said that everybody was her kids. So that's when the girls
they wanted my brother. But when he sung though, like I said, I'm not one of those females. When he sung from a place of I know the Lord. I done been through something, and I know the Lord. Not knowing his testimony, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, it was just something. Oh my God. So, yeah, just knowing the Lord. I tell you, God, it's something about knowing that man.
Ooh, that man.
Ooh, that man.
That's a good man, Savannah.
That's a good man. Oh, man.
Ooh. Man, that takes me back to our episode when Had Not the Storm Would Have Came. Man.
And you know, speaking of Had Not the Storm Had Come, like, you know, I'm very open. Like the first time we separated, you know, we call ourselves going outside, you know. Called ourselves going outside, you know what I'm saying? So the second time we separated, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna beat you outside. I'm not die, you know. But in all actuality, like, I don't regret anything. I thank God for the storm that raged in our marriage, in our personal lives, and together, because when I tell you, we been like this. But we probably like, we all wrapped up in there now. Like it's oh my God, we're so close now, and our relationship is so much better. So I thank God for the storm. I thank God for the mistakes. I just thank God for it all because they really have created new beings over here and a new appreciation for one another.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. So looking back, what were the key differences in your individual perspectives before and after deciding to reconcile?
I'll let you go first.
I think a lot of it was just natural. I mean, there's a age gap. There's a
He's 9 years older than me, y'all.
yes, but it's kind of weird because I'm 9 years older than her, but I'm younger than her in so many places, and she's the old lady here and there. You know, you just don't like people think she's so lit, and that she is. I mean, she's lit, but I mean, like, she's an old lady for real. Like, you'll never know that about her. Like, she real chill. Like, but I know the image or whatever. You'll think that she's just out there, but she's not. She's real chill and just chilling most of the time. You know what I'm saying? So, what was the question? I get talking about you. I forget.
Oh, you get to thinking about me.
What was the question?
He asked.
What were the key differences in your individual perspectives?
That's it. The age gap. The age gap. So a lot of things. I think smaller nuances with the kids, and because I'm more of a disciplinary, and she's spoiled. So as far as the kids, she's more lenient to spoiling versus the discipline. So that created some small head butts, and other than that, I just think it was just age gaps, and anytime you remove God to handle anything, it's due to fail. It's due for, like, any time that God is not. And I think that is what happened the first time. That's what happened the second time. It was two people trying to do God's work, trying to handle God's business, and not going through him. That's how it got worse. That's how, yes, we're wholeheartedly wanting to stay and wanting everything to be right, but we're not taking the proper path, and that's through him. So it's a lot of times that self is the only reason why we ever separated. That's it.
That's good. That's real good. That's a fact. Self, and for me, a key difference in our perspectives. Like he said, he's older than me, and he was raised on love. I wasn't. Now don't get me wrong. Kim loved me, but Kim was toxic. Ooh, Jesus, I love Kim now, baby, because who Kim was made me who I am. But my mom was toxic, so she gave me a toxic love, but she spoiled me. It's so crazy. So I brought a lot of that into our household, and a lot of things was foreign to him. Hold on. So we would butt heads, and it's not that he's a disciplinary, but for me, discipline only came out of anger in my home. It wasn't from a place of love, of correction. It was anger. So that, hold on, don't be whooping my kids. That's enough. And because he is older, and yes, men do mature a lot slower than women. Fortunately, I can say that has not been the case here. Cardio has actually helped me mature as an adult. I was 21 when we met. And he was 30. I was 21. He was 30. So a lot of things that he had already walked through and then been through, I had to go through it. So he would always try to forewarn me or put me on game. And I used to think it was just him. He talked too much. Like, you talk too much. But now, like, oh, my God, he can tell me right now, avoid that, block. Oh, I'm going to listen. Because what I have learned is that everything that he would tell me or put me on game was real, was true.
Yeah.
So I think, yeah, 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 that age and the being brought up in two different homes.
Yeah. So is it safe to say that you were? I know he was raised on love, but were you kind of like raised on a survival mode?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was raised, yeah. So he raised on love, and I'm raised on survival.
Mm-hmm.
And those two, um, we bumped heads a lot.
Yeah.
And in my home, when you bump heads, there's never a healthy disagreement. Because listen, if you bumped heads in my home, babe, my mama gonna take it to hell. Like she going there. You know what I'm saying? So I was the same way. It could be a small disagreement, but I'm gonna take it to hell. And what you gonna do about it? You know?
Yeah.
So it was a fight a lot between love and survival.
Mm-hmm. And I think y'all are definitely beating the odds because I had a conversation with one of my friends. Could it be possible that somebody raised on love and somebody raised on survival could make it work? And we always said no. Because the person raised on survival, they're just doing things to get by. And versus the person raised on love, they're just doing this because who they are. But y'all are beating the odds and y'all are showing people that it can be done.
It's only by the grace of God.
Yeah.
And I think the survival person has to not want to be in that mode.
Yeah.
In that mode, or know that that's not the healthiest side
Yeah.
of them. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that you were taught. Pretty much something you were taught versus something that you actually need. So, I mean, I think it could work if the survival person knows that that's not the mode that they need to be in to have a successful, you know what I'm saying, relationship long term anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
and
good.
patience from the other person.
Definitely.
Knowing that survived like that's a different thing. So you have to be patient. Like you have to understand that they don't see it like you. And it doesn't come off the way it does for you. So, and that survival thing is real for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? And people, I don't think a lot of times people are inconsiderate because they're not that way. And when you're not that way, it's real easy to be inconsiderate. But I guess I've tried to take my time. Now, I haven't been perfect, but I've taken my time to like understand like the differences in me and her. Like I can't approach it as myself if it's coming from her. I have to approach it where she come from.
Yeah.
That's it.
With the help of God.
With the help
And it
of
just
God.
lets you know that what he ordained can't no man take apart.
Can't no man take
Yeah.
apart. He's a strong tower.
All right now, Mr. Wilson.
All right, now.
Let's move on through.
Go on, get that preach.
Today's episode of Healing Conversations is brought to you by The Wig Cave, home of the glueless wigs, offering ready-to-wear wigs, custom wigs, and wig maintenance, and by Wilson's Marketing Firm. We are a marketing agency dedicated to helping brands grow, connect, and thrive in an ever-evolving digital landscape. We specialize in strategic marketing solutions that combine creativity with data-driven insights to deliver measurable results. Whether you're a startup looking to build a bold brand presence or an established company seeking to refresh your strategy, our team of marketing experts, designers, and digital specialists works collaboratively to craft tailored campaigns that engage your audience and elevate your business.
So, how did you navigate? Because y'all are so private, was there ever? I mean, not private because y'all are so public with y'all's relationship. How did that happen? When did y'all like decide together? Because I know when y'all separated, you both went outside. So how did y'all manage to become so public with everything, like with the divorce?
separation?
Yeah, the separation. Yeah.
So our marriage is public, but like the things that we walked through and been through, we never talked about that. So when that post came out, we are not together. It stemmed from outside people being messy, not knowing what we got going on in the inside. A lot of people didn't even know we were separated. Our
Didn't.
children knew.
Yeah.
His mom knew and some of his family members, but like people didn't know
Sure did.
because we still showed up.
We y'all.
He still What you did? Revamp the salon. I mean, we still was showing up for each other, so people didn't know. But it started getting messy, and people started calling and just being messy, just starting chaos on top of what we already got going on. So it was just kind of like, okay, y'all, shut up. Like, mind y'all business. Like, we not together. That's where we at. But we had already. This was closer to now. You know what I'm saying? And we had already. We spent, shoot, I had a townhouse.
So we was just late to the party.
Yeah, y'all was late to the party. The outside was late to the party. The outside was late to the party. He was mad that we went there. Let me take that back. If I could rewind, I don't care what the outside would have done. We would have never went public with that. Oh, you would still went public?
I agree.
Oh.
I agree. That was more so of a emotional thing for me at the time. Like, whatever, man. Like, we ain't together. But that's never been my style, like, to even speak like that. It's surface. I mean, if you know me, I believe certain things is for, like, certain people. So if we're not close like that, then you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know if we're not close. I let people take and assume whatever from social media. That don't bother me at all. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and a lot of people was assuming that we wasn't together because of outside people. But I can say, and he can say too, like, outside people have never came inside of our marriage. Like, I've never cheated on my husband. I have no recollection or knowledge of him ever cheating on me, not even from day one. Day one, when I met him, I've been crazy, y'all. I've been going through phones and all that since the first month. But anyways, I went through his phone.
Don't laugh.
I went through his phone like the first month or two that we were dating, and I seen women that he was doing. I ain't gonna call him out by his last name. You know what I'm saying? But he had women. I'm talking about women. Like, I'm talking about women sending naked pictures, women begging for him. I'm talking about seeing it with my own eyes, sneaking. He's saying, "Nah, I'm good. I ain't interested. I'm good where I'm at." Like, shutting them down. I said, "Okay, God, this the man for me." But I didn't know it was gonna come with so much. I used to say, "Look, you talk too much," but it was so much. What I felt like he was talking too much. I always had something to say. It was molding. My husband taught me how to cook. I didn't know how to cook.
Now, come on, I can.
I did. Did I? You better not tell. Okay, you can tell him. Because I don't cook. Like, disclaimer before he tell his favorite story. I can cook now. Can't I?
Yeah, you can cook now.
She can cook now.
Yeah, now.
I can cook now.
Through some training and some courses and
over 13 years.
Yes.
Because the first meal, what happened?
She made me spaghetti with A1 sauce. It was the spiciest spaghetti.
Was the A1 supposed to be the tomato sauce?
Yes. Chunk full of A1 sauce. Probably maybe a bottle or two.
I mean,
where you got this recipe at?
I don't know.
She told me she got it from my stepdaddy, but I knew at the time that her stepdaddy could cook, so I knew.
Maybe I mixed them together.
Yeah, the A1 with the tomato sauce.
Maybe I mixed something up. But that's his favorite story to tell people.
I chewed it and swallowed it. I'm going to tell that story, what I had to go through.
I love that.
I smiled and told you it was good, too.
And you still living.
By the grace.
Oh, my goodness. But listen, so like I say, like, he always been that one. He always been down for me. And so when it was so funny, we was hearing all these rumors and stories that we broke up because of this and that. No, we ain't together because both of us talk too much. He's stubborn. I'm Kim and Sylvester's daughter. Mouth is unfiltered. You got to know my parents to know how my mouth could possibly be. And we couldn't get along. Oh, God, we couldn't get along. But we was carrying so much, too. Taking care of my mama. You know, he got his own situations he did with his mama. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be there for her. We got children. We had both at the time. Both of us were 100% entrepreneurs. So him trying to pivot and find his voice in the entrepreneurship world, because he came out the streets. So pivoting to what's legal and doing the right things, to me, carrying so much. I don't know how many clients, how many people I encounter. So, and I used to I would say he would say he was my punching bag. I didn't see it that way. I'm so sorry, honey. I love you.
It's okay.
But so that's why we separated. But yeah, I thank God he been down for camera.
So, what steps did you take to forgive each other and move forward from the past hurts?
First,
the
knowing
uncomfortable conversations.
The
first.
uncomfortable conversations.
Like, sometimes you gotta have those uncomfortable conversations to get to that place of comfort. Otherwise, it'll just build up some resentment somewhere. So if it wasn't for like the full, like just like that conversation, just put it there, put it out there. Like, this is why, this is what I feel when, all of that stuff. So for me, it was just like that real conversation. And back to Mama, I had a revelation about, and I started to feel so bad because I just felt like I wasn't as considerate as I could have been. Because my mama's still here. So with all of that time and with, Mama being sick and all that time, I never really sat down and just like, I'm being inconsiderate right now. Like, certain things may be valid, but it was the time that made it inconsiderate. And we wasn't sitting and like I said, when you take God out of something and you move him out the way, you are surely to go down. It's like sinking in that water when he was walking on it and then took his eye off. He didn't sink till he took that eye off of God. You know what I'm saying? So it was that thing. Like, we been walking on water. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he was in it. He's always been in it. He's always been a part of it. And somewhere in that mix, we just got off course. We got off course and took our eyes off him, and we surely started to sink like anything and anybody would. So I'll just say that to say, don't ever take your eye off God. He needs to be first and in everything. I don't care what it is. He need to come before your kids. He need to come before your wife. He need to come before any and everything you're doing. Go to him before you do anything. I mean, anything. And that's just what it is. Like, we took our eyes off of it, and now we're back, and that's not gonna happen again.
That what he said, just uncomfortable conversations. Literally, we wake up praying. We go to bed praying. Throughout the day, we pray. When we're frustrated with each other, and we can go through to another level, but we take a moment and pray. And we honor each other's emotions now. We honor each other's understanding. It's like we had to literally die to ourselves to push forward. And I think for me, piggybacking off of what he said, as far as him being inconsiderate, with me growing at a fast pace in the public's eye, and so big on social media, allowing social media to allowing.
Did I do that?
Yeah, I thought you felt something.
Oh yeah. So that must have checked something down in there.
It must have did something.
Allowing social media to dictate what a relationship and marriage should be. Allowing these false relationship goals to set a standard for my relationship. Oh, if my husband didn't walk through the door with a million flowers and filled with money and $10,000 neck load, oh, you don't love me for it. Like, and I'm taking for granted the late night massages, the late night conversations, the bath ran for, like, that we don't publicize. And that's another thing I think too. We don't publicize the intimacy and the gifts of our relationship, because we never want who God is serving and is in our lives to be overlooked by the things we do for one another. He
Yeah.
spoils me in real life. I have flowers 2 to 3 times a week, dinner cooked, same for him. Y'all, I bought him flowers one day and he went off on me. Just wanted to show my appreciation. But anyways, the random gives, we date. Man, how many times a week do we date? Every day almost?
Just about.
We literally date almost every day. Like, we are intentional about our time with each other. We are intentional about our time with each other more than we are with the kids. Like, now, granted, we spend crazy time with our kids. We do a lot of activities, but our relationship comes first, because when them kids grown, like, we got 2 that's grown already almost. One that's 20, got her own man, barely talk to us in our house, but got her own life going on. You know what I'm saying? They go grow up and go on about their life,
Yeah.
but we're going to be stuck with each other. So we nurture each other. And just for me, just keeping my eye on my own prize and not social media goals and standards.
That's good. And I want to talk about a specific phrase, dying to yourself. What does that mean in context of your relationship?
Everything does not go Cameron way. I may think, I'll give you an example. He may get on me about my tone. I think I'm talking fine. So, but apparently it's not okay to him. So assessing myself and taking accountability for Cameron and not pointing the finger, well, you shouldn't have said this and I wouldn't have said it. Like, no. What he did don't control,
Yeah.
so not allowing the other's actions to control how the next respond. What else, dying to yourself? What does it look like?
Patience. Patience for the other. Like, patience for her. Like, that's how I can move me out the way if it's something that I know is going to serve her in the situation, because we're different people. So once you learn, like, I know we're upside down, left and right. So it's just knowing, like, it could be as simple as a Sunday and all the boys are getting together to watch football, and she just said, "Honey, I just want to be around you today." Yes, I want to go with the guys and watch football. That's me. That's me as self. But the selflessness of it is, I can do more things. It seemed like you're losing out, but it's actually doing more. I can stay here, be with her. She's satisfied on that end. I can still watch the football game. And I'm probably going to have a nicer wife today, too. Because she don't want, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, just being there, because self is, I think I come in this relationship being satisfied, or it makes me happy to make her happy anyway. So that dying to self part, that probably was much easier for me.
So it's much more of a struggle for me. It really was. So I had to open myself up to serve him. It's just not about him serving me, because I'm the woman. And a lot of women have that twisted, thinking you're only supposed to serve, the man's supposed to serve you, but no. So a lot of times, like I said, I don't have to do much around him if I don't want to. But just knowing he's worked all day, I've been at home, make sure he has food cooked, checking to see if he got lunch, if I didn't cook the night before and prepared his lunch. When, making myself available for his lunch break so I can go take him lunch. you know, he's been at work, so massaging him or helping him relax, just doing a lot of things that, you know, and not having that, well, he a man, that's what he's supposed to do,
Yeah.
attitude.
Yeah. And I feel like it may be a little harder for you because you were raised on survival. And so
Mm-hmm.
now
I always had to put me first.
you're learning to listen to respond and not listen to defend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's easier for her to do that having an example right in front of you.
Exactly.
So you knowing that it can be done. I mean, it would like I think it's easier being that she knows what I'm asking for. She
Yeah.
gets it, she can have it, it's gonna have it. Like so it ain't
Yeah.
like I'm asking for something that I want and having and continue to give
Yeah.
her. So
And it's probably much easier now for you to do that because you've been with him for so long. But closer in the beginning, it's almost like, okay, this is something new. What do you want from me? Because I know when I was in like a platonic friendship and I was giving them something they weren't used to, and you know that can either make somebody all in or make somebody pull back. It's like, okay, what is this going to cost me? And so I'm sure now, as you know, y'all have grown together and separately, it's much easier now.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to serve him. And baby, you need anything? You sure? You want me to get up at 4 o'clock with you and cook you a breakfast sandwich for work? He'd be like, no, baby, you don't have to do that. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how did you both redefine your individual identities to create a stronger one as a couple?
uh I think the answer to that for both of us is I think this situation is done, like I said, we left God, kind of moved him out the way, and I think what this last situation really has done is made it a priority for that not to happen. He cannot not be in the midst of what we got going on. So I think that's what it did. I think us getting closer, getting back to that. Okay, you go, you do whatever you're doing. We may be at odds, whatever. You do whatever you do. But in my day, I'm going to him because I got to figure something out through him. Like it's certain things in this situation. This situation is here, but a lot of it you can't help me with,
Yeah.
and a lot of it I can't help you with, because some of this stuff is internal and it's a spiritual warfare that we're actually individually both having, and just don't know how to. And I think that's but that's what it did for me. Like I think us getting back to being intentional about their relationship with God individually on her end, because I saw her, I'd seen her, I done seen her doing it, and likewise on the other end. So I think that's what was the biggest key for me.
Yeah.
Same as he said. So crazy because he said he see me in my worship, and I done seen him in worship literally 2 o'clock in the morning, windows up, doors open, commanding the enemy to leave.
God,
Like, so it's real. Like what we talk about when we speak about God and our position and our heart posture for the Lord is real. Like it's real. So just getting back to that, and allowing the spirit to identify who we are in the spirit outside of the flesh.
Yeah.
And just taking accountability for our own actions, because we did get in a space of, well, I wouldn't have said that if you hadn't have said. Nope. You said what you said.
Yeah.
You said what you said. Own what you said. Quit talking about one another. So, and that's another thing, not only building, rebuilding, and keeping God in the forefront, but also focusing on ourselves and taking accountability. What can Cameron have done different? What can Cameron do to serve Dario today?
Yeah.
So I kind of wake up with that mentality now. How can I serve my husband? When I wake up in the mornings, every morning before he leaves, 4 o'clock in the morning, he kisses me, tell me to have a good day. And when I wake up, I send him a message for the day. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like serve God, then my husband.
And it's very important that you serve God first, because he knows what he's gonna need. And so when you serving him, he's giving you what to give to him. Because you don't know what direction, what's gonna throw him today, but he do.
God do.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
real good.
That's good right there.
That's real good.
Yeah.
I ain't even looked
And
at it
because
like
y'all have, experienced times without God, you appreciate the times with him now.
God,
so it's
yes.
almost like, once again, had not I gotten off, I wouldn't appreciate being on.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, had not
Yeah.
I gotten off, I wouldn't appreciate being on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the word.
Yeah. That's all right now. So that's enough for the both of y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to. So I'm gonna break it down. Cam, we're gonna get with you first. So,
Okay.
what unique challenges and strengths do you bring to the marriage? Coming from a broken home, being raised on survival, but being an innovator and a goal-driven woman.
I think I bring the innovative spirit to the home, where we can make something out of nothing. The goal driven, the ambition, the proof that you can have a desire and dream and actually capitalize and live off of it. And I think I bring what else I bring? A heart for people.
Oh, now, most definitely.
A heart for
Most
people to the home. Yeah. So innovative, entrepreneurship, the mind to create something out of nothing. I think more so than anything, because we've been down. Oh God, I know we're not talking about this. Let me tell you something else that made me be like, okay, God, if you're elevating me, we don't walk through so much together, from being broke, having $20 to our name, had to
Wow.
feed ourselves and 2 kids at the time. Lights getting cut off, having to figure out how to get it back on, to having a 6-figure bank account, to losing it all and rebuilding. Like, we done walked through. And for me, I can't imagine walking through without him. He been my person through every season. So I'm just so grateful. But yeah, that's what I think I bring to the home now.
Yeah. So how do you balance your personal ambitions with supporting your husband's passions as a role as a drummer, quartet singer, and minister of music?
I'm always available to show up, to be an audience, to, stand up and clap and cheer him on. I will say, I can't say things have always been balanced, because it was more so like everybody's life was catered around mine. Like, the world revolved kind of around me. So I would say it's in this season now that I can talk about balance. And now it's just really about keeping the open schedule, so when he does have rehearsal, he's not the one having to figure out who go get the kids. And, so I'm just more available to him now.
Yeah. So what has surprised you most about being married to a drummer and a quartet singer?
Let me just say, he think everybody's supposed to know how to sing, okay? So we can just be in the car vibing and singing a song with him. He be like, baby, you on the wrong key. You gotta go like this right here. And I be like, I don't get it though. Yeah, but that's just how that's gotta go. You gotta do it like this. But I just been mind blown, like, how he can hear everything. I can think a choir sounds great, or a group sound. He be like, the key was off. You see that music wasn't with them and everything. I'm like, I thought it sounded great. So just to be able to see and experience, music in a different realm than with him. Being with him, I also can tell if sound is missing a bass guitar or a lead guitar, or if the drummer's not in pocket. So or if the alto not in the right key, or if the song, if the person who leading the song, if they started off in the key too low, they should have been higher. I'm like, well, I thought it sounded good. She was off key. So so just learning that, it's been very interesting. I had to tell myself, honey, everybody's not a Wilson, okay?
Okay.
Everybody is not a Wilson.
Say that all the time.
Listen, I have to tell them that all the time. Everybody not a Wilson.
I mean, you know them Wilsons. They
Set a
okay.
standard.
They up there with the Jacksons.
They up there.
Listen, they up there with the Jacksons.
They up there.
Ooh. So, what ways has Mr. Wilson inspired you to grow and evolve as a person?
Oh God, he has been the epitome of selfless love.
Mm-hmm.
His oh God, how do I his ability to sit back and read the room and observe what's going on, that has helped mature me. I'm more observant and aware now because of him. I already told you I can cook now because he taught me how to season food. Just so much I can say. He's very, he looks so mean, but he's so gentle and so calm and so kind. But he's also taught me how to still be that person, but mean business.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta let people run over you. So he's taught me the importance of boundaries. He's taught me to love people where they at. Because I want to overlove everybody. And he taught me. So I guess a part of my survival tactics, I also became a people pleaser. And so he's taught me how to I don't know what it look like to love yourself and just not care. It just taught me so much.
That's good.
So much that has mattered to life and my career, and I'm so grateful.
So now we got to talk about that CD you had though when you approached him. So you was 21 right at the concert.
I was 21.
So did you know what you was doing? Or you was just when you had the CD and you approached him?
He not telling the truth. I been bought the CD. I just came back because I wanted another one.
Okay.
I want a lifelong one.
She want a live record.
It was a live record. That's what it was.
She wanted a tiny desk concert. All right. Well, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, sir.
It's your turn.
All right.
So what is it like being to a married woman who is an innovator, goal-driven, and goal-driven, especially considering her background?
It's cool. I'm the opposite of her. She is on 1,000. I'm kind of, just even keel all the time. So, and it's eventful, you know what I'm saying? And it keep you on your toes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it keep you on your toes because she stays with ideas. She stay with, you know what I'm saying? So, it could be a lot at times, so and then I have to tell her, hey, take a break, take a rest. You're doing well. Trust me, I don't know nobody that works like this woman. Like, and when I say work, I mean, people think it's when you say work is always what you're getting paid for. But my thing and what I love about her and what nobody really knows, like the countless times and hours when nobody's there and she's baking the cake, as you should say, getting them ingredients for what y'all see later on and think it just, but y'all don't know like how she won't sleep sometimes, or I have to say go to sleep or put that down or take a break or take a rest. So that's the part that I love and probably may have gotten on my nerves here and there, but I know that's who she is. I know that's what fuels her. Like, that's who she is as a person. Like, she is going to be on go. She's going to be on 1,000. Your best bet is scoot over a little bit, let her do a thing, versus trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, get in the way of it, because trust assured that whatever she over there in that corner looking crazy about her, all over the place about, when she done, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I done learned to let her be, move out the way. It don't bother me anymore, because that's who she is, and I done seen over and over what comes from that. So I just try to do my best. If anything, I'm just sitting there to get some rest now. Get a little rest at least. Try to at least.
Yeah.
So that's it. She's busy.
So, how do you support and encourage her ambitions while balancing your own musical pursuits and ministry responsibilities?
I just told you, move out the way. Move out the way. Do you, and do like I told you. Coming back around, like the focus. We've been intentional on each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And me more so, because I probably did soak so much of myself into her and our businesses. So personally, to me, it wasn't like I didn't give the full attention as I should. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. Like, now I'm focusing, making sure that I'm right with me, with God. Like I told you, with God first, everything good on this end. So I'm ready and I'm prepared for whatever you need out of me, because I'm filled up over here, so I'm good now. I told her the other day, sometimes we mistake, and we make the mistake of pouring ourselves into something or somebody else, when it's God we need to be pouring into them. Because if we're pouring ourselves, we're empty at the end.
God.
So don't pour you, pour him. Pour him into that person. Because if you pour him into that person, there's no way you're going to go wrong. Number one, you won't feel empty, because you're giving them God. You're not just giving them so much yourself. That's what I use when I don't even know for me. So this is what you get. So that's the thing that I think now, like, that realization just changed so much. Like, I don't pour me into her no more. I pour God into her. I pour what he give me into her. You know what I'm saying? Because trying to pour me, I could do great for a year and then do something awful, because I'm not him. Like, he's the person. So that's what it is. Pouring God and not myself into it.
That's good that you gave that analogy, because so many people, and they know that they're low and having a bad day, but no, they still trying to encourage
It's
somebody.
just in
But no,
them.
be honest,
Yeah.
I ain't got this together right now, so I'm barely hanging on myself. But I'm gonna tell you about somebody who keeping me together. That's
it.
the truth there. That's
it.
good. So, what have you learned about yourself while loving her and supporting her?
I've learned that in ways, I have my ways where we're alike, but the areas are different. So meaning, like, how she could, at times she would get so wrapped in herself to where she don't, because she's busy, don't think about not looking at it like that. I'm a Taurus. So there's times where I could be that exact same way in just our conversations, or a point, or this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like realizing that I'm like that, it kind of make me more conscious of it now. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm kind of like you like that. It ain't, yeah, and I don't like that. I don't like that. So I gotta be her cool, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? At all times. That's where we best at. Like, you handle all the extra. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I got your back. And that's how we work best, man. Like, and I'm innovative too. So don't let these people take now all these ideas and all these things y'all done seen over the years.
He is.
'Cause I'm
He
trying to
is.
say-
Let me say, that's how Healing Conversations came
That's
about.
right.
He
I've
named this the
every-
Boss Boutique,
every
the
single-
Weed Cave
I've named
He
every
named
single.
business.
Yeah.
Every
Thank
single.
Thank you.
You
And
know,
I will
you
go.
better put
That's
some
another
respect.
show. All the other stuff I've done. So y'all have me back, and we'll sit down some other time and just talk about all the things I've done behind the scenes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You're
We'll
very
probably,
innovative, baby.
There's the title behind the scenes
Oh,
with me.
okay.
Behind the symbols.
Behind the symbol.
So from day one when she approached you to now, how has she encouraged you to grow as a man, as a black man?
Man, God, she's always instilled God, and she's gonna like she challenges me as a somebody that love you should. If they don't like, if you're comfortable with who you're with, you with the wrong person. Like if you in that space or like, and that's the thing, she'll never allow me to get comfortable.
Mm.
Never, she has never allowed me to get comfortable within. A lot of our spats have been because maybe she's felt like that, but she is never going to allow me to get comfortable because you can do more. You can do. God has this for you. You know how much you could, like, she's always encouraging, like she believes in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, she believes in me. She's my number one fan. Like, she's just always been that person. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's always, I've gotten to the point where I want to make my wife proud too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things, like not just my kids, and I want to make her proud too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she put a lot of that go get, just jump, man, just jump. Like she was, I will say that I came careful, like when it come to, I know what I'm good at, I know what I can do, but I was kind of careful with it, and she just, no, jump, get out that box, man, jump, just jump. And that's what she done put into me. Just go forward.
Yeah.
I can't deny her because I've watched her do it over and over, so I know she's telling me the truth. So it ain't like I can, debate what she's saying. Like it's in my face. I know it's real.
Yeah.
I watch her do it, so I know it.
Yeah. So now, Mr. Wilson, you know you can't be on here not sing now. But before I get you to sing, it's a question I want to ask you though.
Okay.
I know you talked about how you waited for him and you prayed to God. Tell us about that.
Oh God. So it's so crazy because before I met him, I was celibate for 6 or 7 months before I met him. I had just got out of a rough relationship with my oldest daughter daddy. Lord, it was crazy. We was beating each other up. It was just flat out abusive. And I remember praying and telling God I didn't want a relationship that reminded me of where I came from. And I said that I wanted a man. I didn't want another drug dealer. I wanted a God-fearing man. I wanted somebody that knew God, that loved me and my baby. And I stopped having sex. And I literally just stayed in the face of God. It was so crazy because I was 20. And you be hiding the tail when you're around that age. But I really would pray, and I just stopped having sex, and I left it to God, and Lord ran across this singing chocolate man here. He was literally everything that I told God that I wanted. An ex-street man. He loved the Lord, and my baby drew to him immediately. Like, I want to go with Dario. She was a little girl. She asked could she call him dead. I'm like, whoa, okay. But she loved him, and just like I told you how gentle he was with me, and me rambling through his phone saying how he was shutting women down. Like, it was, everything was just like, oh God, this had to be you, So, yeah. So, listen, women, if you're praying for your husband, get real specific with God. Having casual sex up on the hanger. Because when you get married, you have all the sex you want to have, be nasty as you want to be, and to be pleasing to God. But for real. Get real nasty. Okay, I'm just playing. But listen, hang up the casual sex and literally get intentional about the type of man that you desire to have in your life and trust. Like, my husband used to always say, he's always, I don't think he really had a type when it came to women. He did, but I don't want to say it on the phone. But he used to always say I had a type. On the podcast.
You see that? See?
I want to say it on the podcast. With him, he used to always say that I like big men and fat men. That's what he would say. So I say that to say, don't have a stipulation on how God packaged your desires. Don't have a stipulation on or a type, I should say, because outside of your type is your answer prayer.
That's good. All right, Mr. Wilson.
That's right.
But before you sing, now when you sing, I want you to sing from this place now, the way you are. Sing from the place of getting off, but being grateful that you finally back on.
Okay. No problem. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. And I just want to thank you, Lord. He made a way when it looked dark in my life. He made a way. He made a way. Yes, he did. And I just want to thank you, Lord.
Oh, awesome.
Well,
Clear.
you want us to cry?
Wow. If they don't know that he was a way maker, they should know now.
Hey, thank you, Lord. Thank you, God.
That was good. This is good.
Thank you,
I'm
God.
grateful y'all got off. Because let me tell you something. Yeah, now that y'all back on. Ooh. This is going to be good.
It's going to be good. I'm so excited. Do you understand? I'm excited. I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm excited. Thank you, honey, so much for...
Thank you. I was nervous about doing this one, for real. I was nervous about doing this, for real. But I see now, though. It's for a greater... It's for a greater purpose.
Yeah.
It's for a
Thank
greater
God
purpose.
for that. Thank you.
It's
Thank
for a
you
greater
so
purpose.
much.
And I'm going to tell somebody who thinking outside is fun, but it'll never fulfill you.
Thank you, God.
Remember that.
Outside fun. It's a good time.
Oh, it's good.
But it'll never be fulfilling. Be fulfilling. Thank you. I love you. Mandarious, thank you so much for collabing with me. Faith and Fun. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much for coming and joining us. Make sure you guys check out his podcast. I have an interview on there. And that interview will lead up to this conversation right here. So you guys go check it out. It's called Growing Through Grief. But his podcast is Faith and Fun. It's amazing, very inspirational. Highly recommend. That's why I had him here today. But again, thank you so much.
No problem.